The sketch show is hilarious, and I know you've been doing this for a while. You did impressions. You still do impressions.
Yes, yes.
You do a Barack Obama, a President Obama impression.
This is true. A little bit of Keegan-Michael Key, the other actor, and
yes.
we sort of have a thing about Obama, which is he's like the best thing to happen to black nerds ever.
How was that?
Before him, it was basically Urkel.
It was Urkel.
And, the gay guy from Revenge of the Nerds. So we like to...
That's it. That's all they had.
That's all we had.
Yeah.
So we like to shout out to him every now and then. And so there's a couple of pieces that we do with him. And
okay, so I'm curious. What is your? I've talked to impressionists many times, and they'll tell me that how they key into a certain person that they're doing an impression of,
right.
And there are certain ways that you get in to understand how to do them. What's the trick for President Obama?
Yeah, it really started as a kid or a teenager growing up. You do Method Man. I'm from New York. So Method Man is always, how many blunts can we mix in a stew? He would say stuff like that. And then I got into Mad TV and started learning more impressions. I ended up doing a Montel Williams on Mad TV.
Mm-hmm.
And Montel always, toward the end, he would always just be, talking about we are talking to women who are abused by dolphins at this point. A guy really didn't have a lot to talk about there. So at some point, it occurred to me that Obama is actually Montel Williams minus Method Man. So that's how.
That's the complicated formula. Can we?
That's it. Pretty much, it's right here. And all right now. Thank you, but the situation at hand. Is something we need to take a better look at.
Well, he's also, what I love is that's very good. He's very, it does seem like and you're capturing it, that President Obama takes his time.
It takes his time. And if you want to, if you're doing an Obama impression, he'll actually think before he talks. And to do that, sometimes he needs to, take a little bit of a break.
Now, you have had some fun putting President Obama in kind of fun scenarios.
Yeah, we take him all over. One of our favorite things to talk about, though, is just what Obama was like in college. Because he, that just makes us laugh. Because, he's obviously, he's studious.
Yes,
and
hardworking
guy. But I always picture that he's a little bit more like Styles from Teen Wolf. I don't know if you remember this character. This is like a 16-year-old reference.
That's okay.
Except in college, so we always picture he's a little bit more. All right, we got a party tonight.
Oh, he's running a running a fraternity.
Got to make sure that this time, 1% of the population doesn't smoke 99% of the weed. These are the issues we need to. At 0800 hours, we destroyed the RA Tiffany with a Predator drone, so she won't be doing this anymore trouble. So
Now, what about you on the show? You do every now and then there's a character that comes along, and I think I don't even know how these guys arrived at that. You do a baby Forrest Whitaker character, not Forrest Whitaker, baby Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, this is like the most absurd thing in the world, really. Forrest Whitaker, one of my favorite actors. He's such has such an awkward presence, and he's so menacing in his films that we ended up sort of asking ourselves the question, what was baby Forrest Whitaker like? What must it have been like to babysit Forrest Whitaker? So we did a very elaborate special effect where we put my head on a toddler's body. And I don't want to spoil the thing for you, but just to put it simply, this line does make it in, which is like gaga goo goo. He's gaga goo goo. Sing me a song. My mama always sings me a lullaby.
Go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yes. No, put my name in it.
Go to sleep, Forrest Whitaker.
I like it personal. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That'll be your favorite, I'm
That'll
sure.
be my favorite, yeah.